Hi everyone, welcome to Mother Nature Healing. I am here to do your weekly spread, tarot spread for the week of April 21st through the 28th. This is the week, we're starting off with Easter for today, the worship of Ostara, not what it's typically depicted for, but we are going to see what energy holds for the shift from this new moon that passed Friday up until this Sunday. Time is fluid, so some of these situations that are experiences that may pull out in the cards may have just happened, are going to be happening this week, or it could be happening at a later date. So don't get too caught up on the days that is within the message. Go with the message itself and how it resonates. Take whatever resonates with you, what doesn't. That is for a collective because this is general reading, so it's not personal. If you do want to book a personal reading with me to see specifically what is going on with you, your birth chart, or find out more about your purpose or your love life, then you can book me at heruhaki.com, HERUHAKI.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at Mother Nature Healing, or on Facebook under the same name. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to clear the space with my sound bowl, but let me go ahead and light up my sage so then we can have that going. Also, I've already cleansed my cards, pre-shuffled, so we're going to make sure that, well, that's already done. Have my crystals here. I know I'm going to get another set up soon, so then you guys can see better the cards that as I'm laying them out, but I'll make sure I show them to you. All right, so let me go ahead and we're going to clear out stagnant energy. If you are watching this video, set intention as the sound that you hear is going to be clearing out any stagnant energy around your space, clearing your ears to where you can clearly hear with clarity whatever messages that you are supposed to be receiving from Divine for today. So let me go ahead and get that. Thank you to the Divine. Thank you to our spirit guides, to our ancestors who are here with us. That is going to help guide us through the reading. So, like I said, we just had a full moon pass last week on Friday. So we are going to see what shift. It was a full moon in Libra, so that is balance, bringing balance in relationships. Different things could be addressed depending on what house it was in your birth chart. It could affect you in different ways. So, for example, for me, Libra is in my first house, so the full moon brought up experiences that made me seek balance or find things within myself, and how I'm seen is what I needed to be illuminated or culminate or banish different things about self. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So it'll be different for each one of you is what I'm basically saying. So I hope you guys had a good weekend and that you're enjoying your day. It is beautiful here. I'm planning to get out with my family later today. Okay, so first I'm going to pull chakra cards. Let's see what chakra is highlighted for us for this week. I almost had a root chakra card come out. Yep, root chakra. Discovery. Discovery. All right, so I'm going to set that to the side. Let's pull a Crystal Angel Oracle card. This is going to tell you about any crystals that would be good for you to carry this week if you have them, or what type of energy you would want to use. So we have jade and kyanite. This seems like this is going to be a week that is going to give us guidance for ourselves. So I'm going to pour another chakra card from another deck and see if it matches along with the message that I already see here, or if this is some extra guidance for us. So let's mix it. Okay. This is my Goddess Oracle deck. Kind of Goddess energy. Now, if you're a male, I mean, we're taking the message in general. We have boundaries. So don't get caught up too much on, oh, it's female on the card. It's really the message on what's behind it. Two or three cards. Spirits, Emperor, the Six of Water, and the Magician. Okay. And then when am I? Alright. It's my Tripadvisor stick. Number 18, Birth of the Moon. We had that a couple weeks ago. So, like I said, there was a full moon. Started, first of all, hold on. Wait, we're missing a deck. One more. Alright, let's see. One more message. Okay. Alright. These both came out. They were flipped upside down. So I'm going to see how it applies to the reading, which is Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So Ace of Cups is new beginning. That'll bring emotional fulfillment, something offered by the universe. And this is the Ten of Wands in reverse, which means it's letting go of burdens. So it does match up to the message. I do feel the big message of self-care this week. This is the root chakra. This is our security and how we feel grounded in the world, in this space. It also matches with the crown chakra. We did have root and sacral for last week and throughout the week that we were dealing with our 3D selves and how we stay grounded on the earth. So I see discovery is finding out something new about self. So this could come through, you see there's a spirit in the background, through meditation, through signs, synchronicities. There could be different ways that these messages will come out that is going to lead to discovery in different ways. Now, there also is a full moon in the background of the card. There is a heart that is highlighted along with a flower. So what I see in this card is, from this full moon, it allows something to open up about ourselves that is going to clear out any blockages within your heart space, so then you can be able to move forward. Okay, now we have the color for jade. This is the crystal, that card that came up. Now, jade is associated with the color green, which is aligned here with your heart chakra. It says wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So if you see on the card, it is one of the symbols that is highly used in the field of medicine. But however, this also relates to our chakras and our energy fields and a Kundalini energy. So being able to have a clear and balanced path that is going to help you, have clear messages, not only, but have wellness in your health and your physical body. Because if you're aligned in your spiritual body, then as within, so without. So what's within you is going to be expressed outward as well. So the other crystal angel card that came out was Kyanite, and it says, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Okay, so this goes along with this. So, if you're focusing on wellness, that means you're putting more focus onto your spiritual health, what you put inside your body. What are you eating this week? What are you listening to? What are you reaching out to do? Your health is going to be very important, and there could be some type of sickness that could come, or something to challenge to help you with this discovery. You see, because like I said, the heart space is illuminated. There is a spirit here. So I see the theme of kind of like something divine intervention coming in that is going to open up heart spaces in whatever way necessary. So if there is, anything going on as far as imbalance and impurities, then definitely spirit is here to shake up something, to bring you into a period of discovery, either in your mind or your heart, or balancing for your heart. So if your heart chakra is off, then you're having trouble with manifesting from the spiritual realm to the material realm. So if you're wondering, like, oh, I've been trying to, I feel this way about relationships or about my job or something like this, but how come every time I try to do something it doesn't work, or that I have so many obstacles or different things like that? And it could be there's an imbalance here, there's some type of blockage here, so that instead of it filtering straight through and giving you whatever you're trying to manifest, there is something something impure, something blocked there, to where whatever does come out is altered in a sense. So the other chakra card that I pulled is the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is your will. So if we want to compare the two, with your root, how you're grounded, how you feel secure, is definitely affecting what actions you take. Because this is your willpower, how you move in this world, what actions you take, your confidence, partially your creativity, along with the sacral chakra, and it is leading up next to your heart, So I definitely see more than one chakra here. I think the heart is going to be very important as well, as the root and also chakra, because I see that this is something that's affecting your willpower and how you move. So I'll look in my book in a minute and clarify what else I see with this. So along with this theme of self-care, part of self-care is how you deal with relationships. So with the full moon being here, and it was in the sign of Libra, which is representative of justice, of balance, and especially how we deal with other people, how we relate with others. I have the card of boundaries, number 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9, so end of cycles. So you may need to be setting clearer boundaries with other people, because they are coming and interfering or causing your scales to tip, so you're taking more focus off of yourself, which is why the need for self-care and wellness is here, because you're putting too much of your effort and energy to outside sources or people or situations. And like I said, this would also affect your will, because now your will has been shifted off of yourself, and it could be out of fear, so which is part that would be sitting here in your root chakra, which is how you feel grounded. So I definitely see this as a message for someone that they need to set clearer boundaries, or that they need to redefine what boundaries mean to them, because I definitely see that you're moving into something to where you can receive new discovery about yourself, and some situations may happen on purpose to allow you to receive this lesson. But now with the full moon, it was about release, about the culmination of how things move in your world, and what you need to let go of. So this could be a cycle coming to a close for you, and just making sure that you take the message and you apply it into your life with this will, to where you're not constantly being shortchanged or being overstepped in your boundaries. So before I move forward into this other message, I do see that this is a different message here. I'm going to read from the books and give some more clarity on what the book has for you. So I'm going to start with the Crystal Angel cards. So I had Jade as the first card. Okay, so Jade says wellness. This card announces, I'm going to hold it up. This card announces improved health and wellness with a focus upon recovery. An increased commitment to healing yields positive results. A multimodal approach to health, including especially prayer, faith, and optimism, is indicated and appropriate right now. This is a sign that your own work to help others is flourishing. God and the guardian angels are working through your intentions to bring healing energy to your loved one and clients. Okay. Your commitment to being a healing earth angel is opening up physical and energetic avenues in your therapeutic practice or acts of service. This is a good time to do research, skill building, and marketing to expand the scope of your healing work. Follow your intuition closely. So definitely take this message and apply it. Okay, the second card. Well, I was holding up the wrong one. I was holding up Kyanite. Okay, well, this one's Jade. That's the one that just read Jade here. Okay, now I'm going to hold up Kyanite. Okay, so Kyanite says, make time for self-care. This card comes up whenever you've been putting your own needs last on your list. It is a sign of being overly busy and not feeling that you have enough time for rest, exercise, healthful eating, spiritual practices, or other forms of self care. So, this card emphasizes that self care isn't optional but necessary for your health, happiness, and life purpose. God and your angels want to elevate your life so you no longer feel oppressed or victimized. Like I said, with boundaries. This message here is not only do you deserve self care, but you must carve out time for it without delay. The urgency comes in the answer to your prayers for a better life. God has given you the strength, so take the first step yourself by adding self care to your daily schedule and deleting unwanted tasks. It's time for you to say no to distractions and say yes to your priorities, which includes self care. So, for example, what I did today, I had some space to myself and I was able to take a spiritual bath. Okay, I was able to sage my home during the full moon. I was able to charge my crystals. I was able to write out a letter for release, like a small ritual to help myself in self care. Doing a fast, you could also plan out your meals for the week. There's different things that you could do that just make you feel good. If you want to go treat yourself out to eat, whatever makes you feel secure for yourself, use that as a message that is going to help you move throughout this week. Okay, so now let me pull up from my chakra oracle guidebook what the story behind this chakra card is that is going to help you for this week. In the chakra, this is the first chakra, which is the root chakra, which is this is let intuition be your guide. This is overall impression is grounding. This is where your energy comes. Okay, so we have renewal. It says you are being offered a chance to awaken a new life. You may need to deepen your roots and anchor yourself by taking stock of what you would like to create. This is a time to start again and grow a new foundation. Okay, so then let me go ahead and continue to read. It says, in the past, you may not have been fully prepared to face facts. Being willing to take the journey regardless of the outcome will prove rewarding. Get ready to carry a commitment through completion. Okay, so that is part of the message. So now, along with this discovery, this is more of the color pink. So wearing pink, hello. Okay, but it says, are you trying to recapture a past that no longer fits? If you are presently upset or dealing with a difficult situation, you may be seeking to keep something that's far less than what you deserve. You have to ask yourself, am I happy in this situation? How is this benefiting me? The healing of predetermined agreements must be addressed. Awareness is healing. So the key for this, like I said, with this heart being highlighted in this picture, it says to leave the past behind. Be ready for a new adventure, a willingness to venture into uncharted territory, a new level of self-care, uplift, journey, commitment. So that is so funny because that says another highlight to self-care and to release anything that you've been holding on to. So within your rituals that you do to self-care, make sure to remove blockages, from, like I said, people or experiences or different things or past, whatever you've been holding on to that is hindering you from moving forward, because it's really not worth holding on to at this point. Whatever is meant for you, it will be yours. If it's a person or a thing, like they can be replaced, so don't worry about anything like that. But as far as setting boundaries for yourself is going to be really important to help you through that. So let me go ahead and read that, because like I said, that was the boundaries card is 2 plus 7, which is 9. So 2 is also partnership. So I could see this as somebody on the outside, affecting how you take care of yourself, and then 7 is a mysticism. So like it's definitely having some type of upset with your spirit. So, and then when you add them together collectively, it's 9. And like I said, that is coming to an end or a close of something. So the name of this goddess, I can't pronounce, Scathic, whose name means she who strikes fear, is an expert in the arts of combat. She resides at the Fort of Shadows on the Isle of Skye. She trained many heroes and warriors with her outstanding abilities in sword fighting and weaponry. She preferred not to have a consort, though she would honorably grant the friendship of her thighs if it suited her. She shows you that your boundaries reinforce your identity. Your boundaries protect you from harm and from draining your energy. I see that as something key. Without the use of weapons, we use the tools of communication or words, an anagram of the sword, to establish boundaries. Without strong, clear, and healthy boundaries, you cannot fully shine in your energy. So the key word for this week, what to use, is set clear personal boundaries. Be able to say no, have self-preservation, self-empowerment. All this is self-love, identity, personal space, respect for other people's boundaries, being assertive, having a voice, or you could take up martial arts or self-defense. So in the shadow aspect of this card, saying if you are operating in a low vibration of boundaries or having no boundaries, it would be you're unprepared to say no. You're a yes man, being a target for a psychic attack, or having your guard up too much, too many personal walls where you violate the boundaries of others. So, or you're enmeshed with others, so then you don't have a space of your own. It's completely, everything is tied into something or someone else. So making sure that you disconnect yourself from anything that you're holding on to that is not authentic to just you. That's why this heart is here, because the heart is your true self, your authentic self. So making sure that you release anything that you're holding on to that does not serve you, does not serve the mission that you're here for. And if you do not have the clarity on it, the self-love, the spending time with yourself, and setting those boundaries and doing some self-care, you can reveal that for yourself, And then with this card here, let me go ahead and pull some more information, since I'm going to take this card as more prevalent as what you need to do. And like I said, seems like a lot of energy that needs to be put forth self. So this action card, this willpower and movement does not need to be going to people on the outside. This needs to go to you, So this is your third chakra. Yeah. So the function of the solar plexus is will, power, laughter, anger, and joy. The color is yellow. Musical note is E. A healing flower for this is sunflower. Animal totems would be the lion and the tiger. Foods would be starches, which would be like potatoes, breads, rice, legumes, whatever. Herb is carnation. Metal is iron, and gemstones is amber and tiger eye. Okay, I have tiger eye on my bracelet. Okay. So the third chakra is located above your navel and corresponds to the solar plexus. This chakra opens up the channel of power and acts like a radiant sun, storing power and energy for future use. This is a life-giving area, and it is charged with light. It has the potential to bring forth consciousness and self-awareness. When this chakra is in a negative or depleted state, the individual wrestles with issues of failure, rejection, loss of faith, and inadequacy. If we're not able to stand tall in our own worth and truth, then this chakra, let me get better, will carry a sinking or aching feeling. If a person lies or fails to live with integrity, the chakra will be weak and the individual will not have a shining disposition. He or she will remain hidden, and this false persona will eventually cause much suffering. Governed by fire, this area of the body is action-oriented. We must have a healthy third chakra if we're going to complete the task that's been laid before us. In a healed and healthy state, the area of this body is vital, electric, and inspired. Its radiant light gives rise to true determination and goodwill. By directing the full force of our intention towards our dreams and our goals, then you can move creatively through life, leaving limited aspects of childhood behind. We're transformed into sacred and peaceful warriors, capable of balancing humility with authority and personal will with divine will. So the key words for this is leadership, power, authority, integrity, consciousness, radiance, courage, action, light, self-worth, self-respect, centering. So it says, I honor affirmations. I honor myself. I offer my light and my service to the world. I give light to all chakra centers above and below. That's a good way to balance, yes. I am the bright sun, and I am the light force made manifest. That's beautiful. That's powerful. I just got some chills over that for real because I think that's really powerful. This is where your light is. This is where you shine. This is how you shine. So, once you receive this grounding, now you know that this week is about you, focusing on you. Then look, you need to let your light shine from within. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to release from around you that is blocking you, you need to set some clear boundaries up. Okay. You need to do a little self-care, spend time with yourself, make yourself feel good, making sure that you're staying, well, making sure you're eating right, making sure you're eating daily, making sure that you are taking care of yourself, and if you do feel sick or come up with some type of illness that doing the best that you can to do what's best for you, for this week. If this is the energy I'm feeling, is that if you've been putting too much effort on everyone else, other people, other situations, that's enough. You've done enough. It's time for you to do something for yourself. You have to make time for yourself. If you don't have yourself together, you can't help nobody else anyway. So don't drain all your energy out on situations, people, places, things, circumstances, experiences. You need to make sure that you reserve some of this energy and put forth towards the dreams and goals that you have for yourself. So take that message, and I hope this resonates with somebody because I feel this for someone. Okay, so now for this week, I did have this. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Wands. They were both reversed. So it's kind of like you don't want to have to start over and find out new things and how to fulfill, okay, well, the Ace of Cups is kind of like the overflow, something offered from the universe. Now, this means being reversed, I'm saying this is not being offered from external, but it needs to come from inside. How do you make yourself feel good? What about yourself that you feel good about? So if you're having problems with self-care and, taking care of yourself or putting yourself last, then you need to put more effort on yourself and find out what makes you feel good if you don't know. Then we have the Ten of Wands, which this is a man. This is a man. He's carrying all of these wands. The wands represent action, passion. This is the fire energy. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, and we just left out of Aries season. So what are you holding on to? You see this man, he's getting ready to fall over. He can't even hold all these sticks. They don't even look right in his hand. He can't even hold on to all of this. He's not supposed to be carrying this. He can't see in front of him. He can't see nothing in front of him. He got all these 10 other things that's probably not even his that he's walking with. And so this is a resistance here. This is resisting letting go of these things. This reminds me of the bag lady, the Erykah Badu bag lady. You're going to hurt your back carrying all the bags like that. You need to drop that. You need to drop them. You need to set them down. You need to set them down. You need to go within and do something that's going to make yourself feel good and find out more about yourself, what makes you emotionally fulfilled, and then take some action towards you. Don't be carrying other people's stuff. You're getting yourself caught up in other people's karma. You're getting yourself caught up in other people's stuff. This is not your stuff. Put it down. This gotta be hot now. This gotta be hot. Put other people's stuff down and let them deal with their own things. Don't resist that. Why you want to carry somebody else's stuff? And you putting yourself in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Your heart is getting jacked up because you putting more effort into everybody else. And your boundaries, you don't have your boundaries is lacking or there's this card ain't come up for no reason. You gotta set clear boundaries. You got to set clear boundaries, and you need to do some self-care, wellness. This is your health is being affected. Your body is your temple. Your body is what is keeping you here on this earthly realm. It is the costume that you wear that holds your spirit, that allows you to move in this world. And if you are carrying these burdens and you're creating blockages and hurt and sickness within your body, you're not going to be able to do nothing, not only for yourself, but not for nobody else. And if you're carrying other people's burdens, they don't have to carry it. They're going to give it right over to you. You need to go on and put that down. Because that's not for you. That's not for you. I really feel this is like you trying to I'm feeling this message to say that you're trying to catch yourself in somebody else's karma. Like you trying to help them through. No, no, no. Cut that off. Cut that off short right now. Like, no. You need to focus on your own things and what you need to take care of and focus on. And that needs to be priority. And once you get that handled, then you can help other people. But right now, no, this is detrimental to you. Whoever this message is for, this is detrimental to you. This is hurting you. This is hurting you. And I'm feeling fire energy right now that you have to have some fire within yourself. We just moving from Aries into Taurus. Okay, now it's calming down. This is an earth energy that we're moving into. This is things that are practical. What's practical? If this is not practical for you to be holding on to something, you see this man cannot walk. He can't see, his back is, he's bent all over. He cannot see. He's about to tip right over. You about to break. You about to break. If you don't set you some clear boundaries, I'm sure next week I'm going to get a tower card. That if you don't set it and you don't do it yourself, then guess what? Universe is going to come and the creator, and they're going to cause a whole shake up and shake up everything that you got going on and make you start over. Make you start from the whatever broken foundations and stuff that you were trying to build on. You need to let that go. All right? So let me get into the next set of cards that I have. So I have the Emperor. Okay? Then I have the Six of Water. Okay? And then I have the Magician. Okay, so even before I read into this book, now look, on the Magician, there goes another full moon. Another full moon. So I'm definitely knowing that this full moon is causing this shift that you need to focus on yourself, for now. Okay, and that is kind of like the remnants of the Aries energy, which is about self, and then Taurus is the possession, what you have, Aries is I am, Taurus is I have. So if you don't have nothing, no love for yourself, you're not giving yourself love or yourself enough time, you don't have nothing, baby, but everybody else stuff. Where your stuff at? Where your stuff at? Okay? So with the Emperor, in traditional tarot, before I pull out their interpretation, because I like their interpretation too, but the Emperor card is Aries, and it is somebody who is able to stand on their own, and they stand very firmly and on this card, I see erect, what I'm saying? They stand very proudly. They are able to take care of themselves. The Emperor is different than a king and a queen. They don't need counterpart. They don't need a counterpart in order to stand. They are able to be confident in their energy. So, but the downside of the shadow part of the Emperor is trying to control everything. So that would be, this could be an issue to relate to this other message here is, because you're trying to control everything, you over there tied up in everybody else stuff because you just want to have some type of control, But the Magician here, the Magician has a double side too. Now, the Magician has all the tools. He has the fire, which is the wands. He has the air, which is the sword, communication. Fire, wands is your action. He has the water, which is the cups, which is the emotions, the balanced emotions. And then he also has the pinnacle, which the pinnacle is the earth signs, which is the material thing. So it's kind of like you have everything that you need to manifest and do things for yourself, so, and then the Magician in a negative sense could create illusions, for others, because, magic can pull a rabbit out the hat, but it's a trick, what I'm saying? So, like, and I'm definitely going to take dual meaning, that this could be people who, there are probably magicians in your life, what I'm saying, that are tricking and playing little tricks and stuff like that, on you for you to carry their burdens, for them. And then also, and could try to be put in control, but it's more about if you're giving your power away to everybody else, what I'm saying, you're giving it out and you don't have boundaries, then you need to take that energy and take it back for yourself. So with the Emperor, which is you standing on your own and doing for you, and then with that Magician, that you have everything that you need within you. Like I said, as within is so without. So whatever you think about, whatever you create your own reality. So whatever you're harboring onto, or whatever you manifest your thoughts, you manifest from what comes from your heart and your authentic self. So whatever you're manifesting, you need to make sure that you're aligned in that. Okay, and then we have the Six of Water sitting in between these cards. So it's kind of like this is how they're relating to each other. So on this, The Six of Water looks very, like balanced. It's circular design, and it looks kind of like a starfish, like the bottom of a starfish. So, but I'm trying to think, what is the traditional? Let me look in here. Six of Water and find it for you guys so I can show you the difference. I'm really feeling this message. I hope this resonates for somebody because the last card on my deck. Is it the last card? Oh, I passed it. Okay, wait. I want to find this because I want to show you guys. I'm moving, trying to move too fast. Oh, okay. All right. So the Six of Water in this deck definitely looks different from here. So the Six of Water is somebody who comes from your past. So this is something from childhood. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is something from childhood. So you see, this somebody is coming from the past and they're trying to grow things. So sometimes this represents like a person coming back to reunite with you from your past. Um, but I'm seeing this energy here that can be either or. But also it could represent children, or your own childhood, So I am saying how I'm feeling about this message is that whoever this message is for, this is a fear, okay? You have a fear of standing on your own. You do have the ability to manifest, but I'm seeing this as a fear from something that was developed in childhood that causes you to try to control things too much, or you could be trying to trick or create illusions for other people. In the same sense, a fear of standing alone, and with the Magician here, fear of being tricked, so you want to instead remain in control so you don't have it happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So this could be something definitely from there. So let me pull from here, from the book, and see what the additional messages that come on those cards. So first I'm going to start with the Six of Cups because I want to definitely allow it to relate to the two major arcana that are here. So pull it. All right, so with the Six of Cups, the Six of Water represents a pleasing, harmonious design that can function as a kind of talisman opening doorways to higher consciousness. Remember that this number has a natural affinity with order, structure, and pleasing form. At the center of this drawing, we see a hexagon complemented by six cups that in turn create a greater hexagon. These star-like entities can be easily related to the large pentagon figure of the Five of Water, which helps you to release old wounds and pains, like I said, childhood, or it could be within this lifetime or past lifetime. So the presence of this card is good news on emotional levels. The trauma and discontent that swirled around your Five of Water has been transformed through healing, adjustment, the passage of time, counseling from caring individuals, or your own soul-searching self-care, will give a new sense of balance that will develop in your feelings. This can have a dramatic and positive effect on your creative, artistic output, your psychic sensitivity, and imaginative abilities. Nevertheless, to stay calm and avoid a recurrence of anxiety, ponder the ancient wisdom that moderation in all things will keep you out of trouble and on the road to enlightenment. Okay, exactly. Like having moderation, like you're doing too much. Okay? That's what I'm saying. You got to fall back a little bit and take some time to discover more about yourself and balance for yourself. That's what this full moon about being in balance is. Definitely. Okay, so with the Emperor, let me pull that. All right, so that is a number 4. All right, so I'm gonna read their image, what they mean by this. Okay, so with the Emperor, he is the equal partner to the Empress. As a pair, they represent perfect balance between the male and female power of manifestation and the power of love. The Emperor is standing fully upright, arms stretching to the sky. His blue legs are painted with the stars of the universe, expressing his ability to stand firmly on the earth while holding the celestial principles of infinite love within him. He is a healer, for he has joined forces with the Empress, and his heart is open. He looks like a doctor with the light at his forehead. This light represents the all-seeing wisdom that he has earned by opening the healing qualities of the feminine. His hands radiate magical rays of green light, the same green hue, the color of the heart chakra that surrounded the Empress in the previous card. His face reveals a yin-yang balance, showing the synergistic union of the anima and the animus, the male and female opposites. He brings form to the abundant flow of the Empress gifts of life. Stand up and face the task of bringing focus and order into the world. You have the potential to manifest the power of healing in your work and relations with others in your personal life. The Emperor represents authority. Strengthen your position. Strengthen your position for yourself and in society and set a new example of leadership. Move beyond duality. Merge the light and dark forces within. Allow the energy of universal prana or vital energy to restore the infinite potential of the masculine forces, creating a greater balance and harmony within your soul. You become the doctor, the shaman, the healer of your own life first. Of your own life first. Okay? Thereafter, with newfound wisdom, you're invited to share this healing with clarity, purpose, and action. Welcome your inner male and be an inspiration to those within your family, circle of friends, and greater community. So this is taking your power. This is taking your power, okay? So you may have done some work. You know, the lunar cycle is very feminine. The moon represents the feminine energy, okay? And it's very beautiful that this feminine energy can unlock and bring forth the sun, okay? Which is the masculine energy. So with the Emperor being here too, the message that I also am receiving is that we have to balance, make sure that you're balancing your masculine energy, which is more of the lower chakras, the 3D self, you know, to like was suggested in the book, which is stand in your own authority and your own power. So that's definitely that boundaries taking part to pull back and take back some of the actions that you're pouring out that is outside of you and put it back into self and stand firmly for yourself first before you move and do for others. And it doesn't say that you'll never do for others. It's more take a break and do you for a minute. Okay? Then we have the number 1 card, the Magician. So let me pull from this book and see what their interpretation of the Magician is in this deck. So this says, let me turn back around. The Magician is sitting on the face of the moon and raising his arms to greet rainbow sun, mirroring the dynamic force of creativity and invention. With the balance of the sun and moon in evidence, this magician demonstrates the laws of alchemy and magic. The male energy of the sun jumps out at you. Okay, message. Okay. Showing the path to action. However, tucked deep within his center, the feminine resides. The outward motivation to perform in life is enhanced by the illuminated inner light of the goddess who lives within his core. The figure wears a true magician's cone-shaped hat, pointing to higher consciousness and containing a pentagonal star symboling constructive freedom. The lightning bolts emanate from his hands, representing the power of manifestation, power passing through his being as a clear channel of divine will. The magician is dazzling and alive, offering art, music, play, and free expression to all. It is never too late to jump into new experiences. Focus on new opportunities, manifesting dreams, and cosmic play. Raise your arms upward and receive the rays of rainbow light that the Australian Aborigines call the rainbow serpents, which gave birth to the people. In Africa, the rainbow is dedicated to the goddess Oya, who is said to have created the elements of the universe. Side note, Oya is the god of, like, she rules the wind and the air, you know, so being out in nature is going to be really good. Wearing red, color of Oya, you know, it's going to be good too for this week. The magician has all the elements with which to work and play. the orb of the moon, which is the water, the light of the sun, the fire, the pointed cap on his head representing the air, and the red root chakra surrounding his body, which is the earth. Declare your brilliance and let the healing energy of the earth manifest through your every touch. The golden presence within the magician's belly is a sacred feminine that lives within the womb of every human being, male or female. Use your magical powers wisely, and the goddess will always bless your life with creativity. So this is a reinvention of yourself. And you see that they said about the root chakra being here. Discovering who you are and your power, your own magic. That is so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just getting hype off this reading. Okay, so then let me move into the last card so we can close this up. I wasn't intending this to be so long of a video, but this message is really powerful. This is very encouraging to yourself to be strengthened in your own self. You know, standing firm, standing erect, knowing who you are. You know, this full moon is bringing balance to your internal self. You know, and you've been putting too much external focus on other things, and now it's the Libra moon is bringing you back to say you need to focus back within. You know, you have the balance that's within, and now you need to use that to focus and build for yourself. And let's manifest. Let's bring whatever your spiritual gifts and the things that are meant for your life, or what your true desires are for your authentic self, and in the divine mission that you've been called here to do. And let's manifest that onto this earth, and let's start to now utilize that once you become in your own stability to heal and help other people. So that's beautiful. Okay, so the last card that I have, it says Birth of the Moon, and that is number 18. Again, just like boundaries, 2 plus 7 equals 9, 1 plus 8 equals 9. Okay, so we are, whoever these messages are resonating with, you are at the end of your cycle. You're getting ready to move into this new season of your life, you know, and sometimes when we come to the end of things, it is difficult, you know, it does feel, you know, trying because you don't know what's coming afterwards, you know, but trust in the divine. The divine has you, and they want to make sure that you are well, so you are prepared to move into this next level, this next season of your life. Okay, and I do feel, because I've seen a lot of this fire energy, the next fires, the season that is in the next fire sign, which is Leo, which is going to be the takeoff, okay? And that is about yourself too, and your pride, and how you showcase yourself to the world. So, you know, I think that's going to be a lot of shifts and changes for that. So you need to be ready, okay? You need to get ready. Okay, so let me pull this. Number 18, Birth of the Moon. Okay, we just went through this full moon, so then there will be another cycle of there will be a new moon coming, but we're applying this for this week. But these messages still, like I said, are timeless, you know, so whenever you're reaching it. So okay, first I do see the quote that is on here. It says new moon. It says the new moon teaches gradualness and deliberation, how one gives birth to oneself slowly. Patience with small details makes a perfect large work, like the universe. So from this full moon into this next new moon, which will be in the middle of, what are we in, April, so it'll be closer to the end of the month, you know, then you'll definitely feel it. So this traditional card is representative of the moon. And the moon, like I said, is the feminine aspect of self. And we have the emperor here as the masculine. So, you know, we're here to balance out these different things. The moon also represents having secrets, and just is kind of like the mystic side of you, the subconscious, the deep within, what is not seen, you know, from the outside. So finding balance within with self-care is going to help balance out whatever impurities, things, or anything that you may have within, you know, that you need to work on to help you manifest on how you're seen and how you showcase yourself to the world, you know. So let me see where I want to read, because this is very long. Okay, I'm going to read how we illumine in this. So, okay, so this, oh wait, hold on. I don't want to read all the extra in this in here. Okay. Here we go. All right, so this is more, I see this as teaching by example. It says moon goddesses are always protector deities who lovingly watch over living beings of the earth. They teach us by example to extend ourselves well beyond the boundaries of the individual self into the realm of service for the world. For this reason, the moon card heralds a very important step on the royal road to wisdom. It reminds us that we must learn to endure the spiritual labor pains with the maturation process in order to birth the moon into our lives. We are each meant to become a beacon of the moon's bright light as we discover a greater sphere of understanding and wisdom within the world. You're invited to step into the orb of the moon's glow and let the shimmering beauty of the moon goddess light and illumine your journey. The moon goddess teaches you the virginal path to intimacy, demonstrating the spiritual truism that only through immaculate marriage within are we made ready for marriage in the more conventional sense of the word. The path of the moon allows us to explore the vast regions of the collective unconscious and to solve the deep mystery of the soul. So again, like what we were reading in the other books and how the messages all come together about focusing within on yourself, and finding the balance within your male and female, your feminine and masculine energies, and allowing you to heal and balance yourself is going to prepare you on anything that you're trying to perpetuate and marry yourself to out in the world. So definitely is going to be important. Okay, here goes some questions for you, which ties into the security of the root chakra. Okay, it says the moon card invokes the mother archetype in each being. Are you safe? Do you help create a safe environment in which others may thrive? Are you comfortable in the darkness of your own soul? Are you protective of those who are especially vulnerable among us? Do you take good care of yourself? The moon is the pearl of wisdom that resides in the heart of humanity and lights the path into the mystery of the collective unconscious. Okay, so this is, like I said, talking about how are you taking care of yourself. If you look at this card, this is like the primordial womb, so this is, she's reaching out to the moon, This is like the sperm and the egg, like what comes together to create new, so like I said, with this magician card, with you having all the abilities to do for yourself, and then the emperor energy, which is the where you're able to stand firm and through your authority and your own power. Yeah, you can birth anything. You can birth anything. So, and it's all about, like, this week is discovery. So you're finding out more about yourself during this week, things that you may not have even noticed that were issues until now, until you sit back and meditate and you spend time with yourself and you don't block off yourself by trying to refocus and shift your energy to other places. So like I said, for this week, just to culminate and bring everything together is set clearer boundaries for yourself, okay? Focus your will within. If you need to wear yellow or wear red, definitely do that. Discovery is coming. You're learning more about yourself. You are healing childhood and traumatic things that may have happened to you in the past. Okay, the way that you do that is through setting the boundaries, not allowing people to come in and reshift and control different things that you're doing. Anybody from the past or anything like that. Is more about the harmony within yourself. Let go of the burdens or any other things that you're holding on to that does not belong to you. Allow yourself to have a new find emotional fulfillment from being with yourself. It's a beautiful thing. So just whatever makes you feel beautiful, what allows your cups to overflow, do that. So then make time for self-care. So spend time with yourself. Wellness, making sure your health is a priority, taking care of, making sure you're getting enough rest, enough to eat, and enough sunlight, and allow yourself to be part and present in your life, and not letting other people drain your energy. If you do have kyanite or jade crystals or yoni eggs, if you're a female, or anything that can resonate with those, or necklace you can wear, put those on and keep that with you for this week. Okay, and then while as you're finding this balance within yourself, you're going to come to a kind of like a self mastery to where you feel more confident within yourself. Now, this is not just a weekly thing. I mean, some people may be able to manifest this within the week or to allow changes to happen, but I see this more as a long-term journey, not necessarily long time, but like a longer journey of the discovery of yourself and your powers and your gifts, your own magic, and how your purpose for the world. And now I kept seeing the word healer, healer, healer. So, I mean, I'm a healer. I know other people are here and they're coming into their healing powers. We are being awakened right now. We are being called into the shift. There's different things that are coming for this collective. We're moving from 5D to moving the 5D realm into 3D. So you need to accept your gifts. Don't distract yourself and take on other people's things and get caught up in what they are or are not doing. When you're needing to do things for yourself and for to be in preparation for everything else. So definitely take all these messages into account. Again, I thank you for staying with me and watching this video all the way through. Thank you. Subscribe, comment if you feel this message, if it resonates with you. Share it with someone who you think that would get some good use out of this message. And if you want to book a personal reading with me to get more information on your specific life, or your life path or what is going on with you, then definitely you can send me an email at mothernaturedoula@gmail.com, or like I said, you can go on the website haruhaki.com and you can find out how to book one of my readings. Okay, so peace, love, and blessings. We'll see you next week or within midweek while I do other readings for the Divine Masculine and Feminine Collective, Twin Flames, or soulmates. I'll be doing a video sometime during this week for people who are on that path. But other than that, I will see you guys next Sunday. Okay, peace.